tabs, we need to discuss about like manage roles and view role as. If you cover these things, like this modeling tab will be completed, the format tab is already done, and the data array drill is already done, and home. Now we are going to see the modeling tab, these two options, and the options associated with the view. Then after the help and the options associated with the data and a relationship view, you are going to see now. So security, like in a second class, I told a concept called filters. What filters will do is, filters is going to hide the data from a user. Okay, so yesterday I think Kiran or someone asked the question that parameter and filters difference. At the end we are going to, at the end of the course we are going to have a question on that one also. What exactly the difference between the parameter and a filter? For now, what you need to understand is, a filter is nothing but we are going to load the data in a model, but we are going to hide the data from the user with the help of a filter. For that we have three options are there: visual level, page level, and report level. So whatever we are hiding, just a second. Sheikh Shan, like whoever joined, I hope they are able to hear me, and even Nagarjuna Special also. Fine. So filter, whatever the filter that we applied, that will be applicable for everyone. Whoever using the report, the same filter will be applied. But based on business needs, based on a business needs, with respect to role or with respect to user, we need to hide the data. We need to hide the data. At that time, we'll use a concept called security. We'll use a concept called security. So, understand a clear requirement of a security. Here, by with the help of a security concept, you are going to hide the data, or you are going to display the data with respect to the based on the user permission that they have. Whatever the concept that you use with respect to filters, that is common for everyone. Whatever you are showcasing, that will be available for all the users. But at that time, if you feel that, boss, we have a, we like in our organization we have employee hierarchy is there, based on that hierarchy we need to display the data, or we need to display the data with respect to relevant user information only, we should not display all the data. If you have that requirement, we have a concept called security. With the help of security, what you are going to do is, you are creating a roles, or you are going to create a dynamic security in such a way that whatever the data that the user associated, only that data we are going to display, or whatever the data that he belongs, that data we are going to display. That can be achieved through a security. Here we have two types of security is there. One is static or a role based security. Second one is a dynamic row based security. Here static or a role based security is nothing but we are creating a roles. Sorry, we are creating a rules, and for that role we'll provide a condition, we'll test the role and add the user. It is nothing but, on the other hand, we have like we have users from 5 countries. We have a requirement that the person who logs from India or the person who is from India, he need to see India data. The person from US, they need to see only US data. Or the person from UK, they need to see only UK data. Instead of displaying all the data for all the users, we have a requirement that the person belongs to a specific country, he need to see only his country data or his region data. In that scenario, we are going to implement a role based security. We are going to create a role for US, UK, Canada, India, like that. Then after, each role can see only that country data. Once you are done with your testing, then after we are going to add the people to that role, so that the people who associated with that role also can see that data only. That is what role based security. So whenever you are looking for individual information, like in US I have a 1,000 people are there. Here the 1,000 people should not see the complete US data. The people, they need to see whatever the data that they associated, their relevant data. See, if I log in my bank account, I need to see my information only. I should not see all the people's information, right? So, but the person who is developing the reports in a bank or who is working on the bank application, he need to see everything, right? So he need to provide a security in such a way that whoever logs in that bank application, the user need to see his relevant information. In the same way, Power BI also, you need to provide whatever the data that the user is associated. In order to accomplish that one, we have a dynamic or row based security is there. So this concept we are going to see as part of our session, security session separately. For now, Power BI desktop having this option, we are going to see that one. How to create a role, how to test it, how it is going to work and everything. So now here, as part of a modeling, we have a manage roles and view role as is there. Manage roles is nothing but similar to relationship view yesterday. Here you can create a roles, modify the roles and delete the roles. So manage roles. Here I don't have any roles, I'm creating a role. How we'll create a role is, I have like sales data information which represents sales information of books with respect to cities and states are there. I want to see, like I want to create a rules based on the city. Okay, so that whenever my salesperson logs in from a Guntur, they need to see only Guntur related sales. A person from a Vellore joins, they need to see only Vellore sales. They should not see other sales information. In that scenario, if that is the requirement, you need to create a roles based on city. I am clicking on a manage roles. So Deepti, able to hear me? Ashraf,
Yes, Srinivas, your voice is so slow.
tell me if you have some issue, please tell me. So Deepti, able to hear me? Jay Chandra, Murali, any issues? See, if you are able to hear me, you need to tell on a mic, okay? So don't waste the time. Like for Deepti, I'm referring, not for all the people. Okay. So you people are get unmuted and you're not speaking anything. and you are saying that no issues. Okay, fine. So we are going to create a roles based on a city. Here, the manage roles option is there, and create a role. Create a role, and I am saying that this role is represents Guntur information, and on the sales data, I have add a filter called city name. We are providing a where condition on the table. Guntur, click on OK. So what do you mean by this one is we are creating a role called Guntur that can see all the tables information, but in the sales data table it is going to filter the data for Guntur, and I am creating another role Pune. Here again this is represents all the Pune information. Like what you want to see is I wanted to see the information for only Pune. You can write a big condition add operators or operators, you can write a condition, but I am providing a direct this one Pune, and like that you can create a multiple roles. So here I'm clicking on save. Once you're done with the roles, the created roles will be displayed over here, and each role you can see what is the condition that you applied, and once you are done with that you can test it whether the roles are working fine as you are expected. Guntur, if you select, is it display Guntur data or not? You can see that it contains, you are seeing as a Guntur, it is representing Guntur data. Similarly, seeing as a Pune, it is representing Pune data. So the roles are working fine. If you like as a Pune, it is representing Pune data. Now it is fine. So you created a role, you provide a condition, you tested it, everything is working fine. Then after, you need to add the users to this role. In order to add the user to this role, what you need to do is you need to save the report first and you need to publish it. And you know that yesterday we published a drill through report, text box all. We'll check that one also. Static security I'm saving and publish it. Got success. So I published a static security report, and now where you can check is, as part of static security data set, you have security option here there. Whenever you click on a security, it is showcasing that boss you created roles for a Guntur and a Pune. You didn't add the user, it is saying. Now you need to add the user. For now, you have a data set which represents different sets of different cities of information. Okay. Guntur, Pune, Coimbatore, Vellore, and all. You have different sets of information. What you create is, you create a role for a Guntur, which is nothing but it is just to showcase the Guntur data. It's a view you can consider. In order to understand Pune, you create another view. Now you so far you created and you published. What you need to do is, you need to add the user to that Guntur. Whoever the user you added, you won. That guy can see only this role, whatever this role can see. What this role can see is Guntur data. You can add the people like anything, like whoever part of that Guntur, they can see all Guntur data only. If you add here, you can add the same user to the multiple roles also. Wherever you add, that relevant information they can see. Now, up to here, creating a roles and testing whether it is working fine or not, done at a Power BI desktop level. Then after, if you want to add the user to that role, you need to publish it in Power BI service. Then after, you need to add the user here. So for now, 0 users are there. You need to add the user by searching the email over here and click on add, so that the people who ever added to this role, they can see what this role can see. This role can see only Guntur data. This role cannot see all the data, right? So we are creating a role, or you can consider on a high level, it's a view kind of a thing. Whoever added to that role, they can see what the role can see. The role can see Guntur data, that's it. So this is how we are going to implement a role based security. We are going to create a role in Power BI desktop with your required conditions. Then after you are going to publish it. Then after you need to add the people over here. So for example, Pune, I wanted to add someone, whoever the people with the name called that one the appear in my organization, so that I am going to select the user, and so I can select the user and I can add it, so that that user can see only Pune data, or that user can see only Guntur data. If you are not applying this one, what will happen? They can see everything. Whatever I am projecting after filter operation, they can see everything. But we are restricting now that based on a city. Another level based on a country, or based on the region, or based on the product. That is based on our business requirement. We are going to create a roles and we are going to display the data. That is what role based security. We are going to create a role based on a city or product or a region, whatever. Then after we are going to add the user to that role, they can see the data. Now, if you are having a many roles, let's assume in my report I have only 8 cities are there, that is fine. If I have 1,000 cities, or if I have like if I have 100 countries, and each country has a 1,000 users, at that time managing this one is very difficult. Creating it 100 roles, and adding users. Each role have 1,000 users in the live environment. A specific business user will be part of a different countries. So there is lot of complexity is there that we'll discuss as part of security session. At that time, we are going to use a concept called dynamic security. So that that is the best concept we are going to discuss at that time. I don't want to spend much time on it, but we have a separate session called security, where we are going to implement security with the help of data tools, Visual Studio, SQL Server, Power BI, and everything. That will happen in next 1 week of time. Generally, that will happen at the course end, but we are going to start our SSAS and DAX from Sunday onwards or Monday onwards. As part of it, once the SSAS discussion is done, once the DAX discussion is done, security discussion will happen. At that time, I will showcase how to implement static and dynamic securities. For now, as part of your Power BI, you have a role-based security concept is there. One is creating a role here and testing a role here. Then after you need to publish it. Once you publish it, you are going to add the user here, so that whoever added here, they can see the relevant information of that role. That's it. Anyone has any questions up to here? If you have a question, just unmute and go ahead. If you don't have a question, just mention no there as part of the chat. Shankar Reddy, you are speaking something.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Y- as you said, roles manager security, right?
Ah,
So, but here you mentioned just in DAX expressions and just mentioned that we did not provide any security as read or write permission kind of thing.
see, first of all, there is no right concept, right?
Okay,
So only read concept only there.
okay,
Ah,
fine, fine, got it.
see, I like in SQL Server databases, we have read only user, write only users. We have different permissions are there.
Got it.
There we have roles. Like it is similar to that only, but it is having only read only access.
Okay, got it. But in SSRS, if you take SSRS, few
Mm.
cases,
Mm.
permission, based on permissions only, you can do some additional reports. You can view it. Here you
Ha
mentioned just
ha
simply whatever filters we mentioned, that filters information only he can view.
ha.
Uh, that's what I need just clarification for that.
Okay, fine. So here the user permission is nothing but with respect to data. It is kind of another data hiding, and here they can see the data, and the level of accessing a report or not, that is different concept again. Okay, so we are discussing at a level of once you already shared the report, what he can see, and there is other concept how to share the report, to whom we need to share the report, how to control it. That is a different concept again.
Fine, fine, sir.
Yeah. Swata, Arpit, Shiv Prasad, and Srijit. What What about Jahnavi, Jaychandra, Ashraf, Balagurli, Brahma, Sridevi, and all people? Yes.
Yes, Srinivas, serious.
Yes, Srijit.
Like in Power BI desktop, we have one level of security, right? And when it is uploaded to the service, we provide different level of security because when we again select members for a particular group,
Mm.
then it is gone to Office 365. From there, we select members again,
Yes,
and
that
then
anyway,
we add.
that backend process anyways it will happen. So even if I showcase here that adding a user, after adding a
Okay,
user, like the authentication will happen based on Office 365 only, and the users
okay,
are
okay,
displaying for Office 365 only.
okay, okay,
That
fine, fine.
up-to-date authentication will happen at any cost.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So that is what the security available in a Power BI desktop. But I'm saying like that modeling concept, whatever we are discussing, or the security concept, all those things as part of a best practice we will not implement in Power BI. We will implement as part of SSAS. So we are going to start our SSAS classes from next 3 or 4 days of time. In next 3 or 4 days, at that time you will get a clear picture in a live environment how you are going to implement a security. So we are going to have a dedicated session on a security. You will get a clear understanding on what is a static, what is a dynamic, when to use what, how to implement, how to add the users, everything you will get to know. In a live environment, you will not implement a security in a Power BI desktop, and you will not add a user in a Power BI also. I showcased something, right? You need to add a user here. You will not add a user here in a live environment. You are not going to add the users here. So everything we are going to have a discussion as part of our security session. And the next one is, so that is about that manage roles and view role as, which is available as part of a modeling, and except what if parameter, we covered everything. And modeling is done, the format is done, and data drill is done, and help is nothing. Next one is view concept. View concept. So phone layout, as I said in last session, 2 sessions back. So these two options are nothing but, anyways, the phone layout is nothing but in a phone view, in a phone emulator, how you can see your report, that will be explained with the help of a phone layout. You can see, if I use this report, this visualization as part of mobile, how it is going to get displayed. You can verify it from here. Other than that, you don't have any option. You can see in a phone how it is going to get displayed. So you can see that one, and then after, if you want to roll back, you can roll back it. You can ignore that phone layout option. No one is going to ask you, no use at all. And a page view, how you want to see your report. Okay, so how you want to see your report, you have a three views are there. Fit to page is the default one, and fit to width, it is going to occupy the complete width. So based on your windows, automatically the width will be adjusted. So even if I am expanding, you are not getting any horizontal scroll bar. Okay, fit to width. And actual size, by default whatever the size it is going to showcase. You are having a some horizontal scroll bar. Whenever you expand it, you can see a larger scroll bar. This is the default size, but in order to see easily, we have a fit to page option is there, so it is going to fit it to that page. So how you want to see your page, that is what defines by page view. Fit to page, fit to width, and actual size. And then after, you have a concept called bookmarks pane. Bookmarks pane, as similar to the browser, we know that if any page we are going to reset, like frequently visit, we are going to save that page with the help of a bookmark bar. Here also, let's assume I have 15 reports are there. 15 report pages are there, or 10 report pages are there, which means that in a single report you are having multiple pages, right? Out of it, I'm going to visit a set of pages frequently. At that time, what I can do is I can make this one as a bookmark. I can save it. In order to save it, I have another window in there, bookmarks pane. So whenever you select that one, we have another tab came here, another tab. So here it is saying that it's a new feature. Fine, leave it. So here, what you can do is, whenever you click on it, the tab is getting displayed first of all. Then after, you can add this page to your bookmark. So I'm adding page 1. So page 1 I'm adding, which is going to represent page 1. Like you can rename it as page 1. So from page 6 or page 5, if you want to go to that one, you can click on it, automatically it will be opened. Or you can add multiple pages like that, which you are going to frequently visit. You can save it as a bookmark. So page 2 I'm adding here. If they give the same name, that is good. Until last month it is having the same name, but now it is got changed. So whenever you want, if you are clicking on a page 2, it will be redirected to here. So that page will be saved whenever you are having a multiple pages. For if, like if you wanted to see the frequently visited report pages, you can click on here, automatically that will be redirected to this page. Now that is what bookmarks pane is nothing but you can add pages which you frequently visit. So if you want to display that pane, you are enabling it, and as part of that pane, you can add the pages. You need to go to the relevant page, whatever the page that you want to add, and you need to click on add, so that the page will be added here. And so if you want to see, if you want if you want to see, if you want to add a pages, you need to go there and you need to add it, and then after you can navigate from there whatever you want. Here there is a new feature was introduced as part of a December release: cross filtering option. Cross filtering option is nothing but this page 4 user. Page 4 is representing a 4 visuals. I want to bookmark it. I can. Now I have a requirement that I want to bookmark only Guntur related data or Hyderabad related data from page 4. So what you can do is you can filter it. Hyderabad. Only this one I wanted to save it. Add. Now if you click on file, one second. Page 4. Hyderabad. I added it. It's not working. Let me check.
Hey Srinivas, I think you have to click on view. There is view option there. If you click on view, then I think it will show.
Where it is?
Click on this Hyderabad page 4.
Okay.
Previously, click on this exit. Next to add, there is exit. Yeah, now click on this view. I think it will show. Add view, add view. In the bookmark tab only, add, then view is there. Yeah, next to add. Yes, this one.
Uh-huh. Is not that one. So okay. There as part of a view only I showcased Hyderabad page 4, right?
Okay.
So this one, like we bookmarked this one for a Hyderabad by filtering a Hyderabad, and you are referring that Hyderabad page 4 and view. It is not displaying that one. Fine, I will check and I will let you know. I don't want to spend much time over here. So you like bookmarks bar is nothing but here you can save the frequently added reports with the help of adding, and in recent release as part of, I think it is showcasing some issue with my audio. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you.
Okay, fine. So
Yeah.
so you can add the pages whatever you want to your bookmark by clicking on add. As part of a December release, they added a feature called cross filtering with respect to bookmarks, which is nothing but you can filter it and you can add it as part of your bookmark. Okay, so that the same page you can see in a different views, the complete page, or based on your filtered views you can see it. Here you are able to see it because I filtered it. You can see the bookmark 8, which is representing a Hyderabad data, as I filtered here. So this is working fine, but whenever I filtered here, it is not showcasing. I'll check and I can confirm what is that limitations are available with this. But for now, you can see that if I filter something and if I bookmark it, that is getting saved, and you can see it wherever till wherever we added, that is displaying over here. So why it is not showcasing with respect, if I filter here and if I save it and I'll check and I will confirm it. That is what bookmarks pane. And selection pane is there. Selection pane is nothing but here on each page you are going to create a multiple visualizations. At this point of time, if you want to showcase or if you want to hide any visualizations, you can control that one with the help of a selection pane. For now, as part of this page, we have 4 visualizations are there. If you want to disable something, I want to disable that card. Instead of removing, I can hide it. I can hide it and I can display it. Like I can present this one to someone. But then after, if I want it, I can enable it. So you can hide or you can enable with the help of this selection pane. So as part of a report page, if you want to hide any visualization, you can hide it with the help of this selection pane instead of removing or instead of duplicating a page and remove that visualization and showcasing it as a new page. What you can do is you can hide it whatever you don't want. You can enable whatever you want to showcase it. That is what that you can do from a selection pane. So selection pane will allow you to hide or display the visualizations of a page. And lock objects. Lock objects is nothing but if you are not using this one, what you can do is you can do the adjustments. Okay, but you want to control the size. You don't want to happen like this visualization adjustments. In that scenario, we have a lock objects option is there. So if I select, whenever you lock objects, the visualizations you cannot increase or decrease the size. You can see you cannot. You are unable to change the size. So as part of live environment, the customization is very important. If you miss that sizes, height and width, again it is going to take much time to adjust those things. As it is not a single visualization, we are going to work with multiple visualizations at that time. So like as part of our alignment, if you are moving this one to some other place and all those things, it will impact much time. So what you can do is you can lock the visualizations so that you cannot change the size of the height and width of the visualization. Lock object will allow you to lock the like moving the space or changing the height and width of that visualization. And show grid lines is nothing but it is going to showcase the grid lines as part of a backend of your report page. So once upon a time, it is used for alignment purposes. Before we don't have the format align options. Before we are having this option, this was used for alignment options, and you can align based on these lines that you have. Okay, you can enable a border for it, and you can align based on that lines that we have. And now I don't have any specific features with respect to these grid lines. And show grid lines is nothing but it is going to showcase the grid lines. With the help of that grid lines, you can align your visualization. And snap objects to grid, we don't have any functionality for now. And these two things you can expect some functionality in a later time. So, but these last 4 features were released: bookmarks pane, selection pane, lock objects from the last 3 months of time, which are having some interesting features that you can add pages which you are going to frequently use. On the same page, you can create a different views by applying a filters, and you can add it whatever you observed last, like Hyderabad, Guntur, I selected and added as a bookmark pane. And selection pane, if you want to hide or if you want to display some visualization, you are going to use that selection pane. And the lock objects is nothing but if you want to lock the size or lock the movement of your visualizations as part of your report page, you can use that lock objects. These are the 3 different windows that if you want you can enable it, and after enable it the functionality is there. That is what view tab properties. Before 3 months we don't have any proper functionality, but now You can see that bookmarks pane, selection pane, lock updates, and page view also very important. Whenever your user accessing your report, that will be helpful to them. So you need to provide like how they want to see, like fit to page or fit to width or actual size. So those are the options which are available with respect to view tab and modeling tab, format and data drill and the home tab. Help tab is nothing but they are created it as a separate tab which has been there from a long time as part of a file menu options. As part of a file menu options, we have a help tab is there from a long time that they are given as a separate tab here. So here it is containing all the references of a Power BI site as a separate options. So let me open those things. The guide and learning, and documentation, training videos. That's sorry. That support and about is nothing but it is going to give you what version of Power BI you are using. So we are using an
Introducing Power BI by Microsoft. Power BI is a cloud-based business analytics service, enabling anyone to visualize and analyze data with greater speed.
so what version of Power BI that we are using it is going to showcase, and I am using a November update. That's why that cross filtering is not highlighted. Okay, so I didn't install the latest version of it. I think the December update. I will check and I will confirm you on this. So about is going to give you what version of Power BI you are using, and in live environment you don't have any issue with what version we are going to use. Some people will ask you which version of Power BI you are using. The people who started learning they used to ask. We don't need to worry at all regarding the version. We always use the latest version. And Power BI blog and community, Power BI for developers, samples, community galleries, submitted idea. Everything is nothing but it's a Power BI link. As part of Power BI portal, we have. So guided learning is nothing but it is going to give you how to work with a Power BI desktop. The clear sample videos and sample tutorial it is going to give you. You can go and start with that. And documentation, the complete complete reference of Power BI desktop will be provided over here. So let me open them. So this is what the guided learning whatever they are referring. So the basic how to create a sample Power BI report, the basic steps were provided here end to end. So like how to start with a Power BI and how to load the data, how to do a data modeling, and how to create a visualizations, and then after how to display the data through visualizations and Power BI with Excel, and how to share it, and how to work with a DAX. These are the basic things which are required for a Power BI site, right? So all those are available here as part of a videos. You can go through it, but which contains high level information only, frankly telling you. But for a people who are starting, for them it will be helpful. Whoever looking for some documentation or some notes, for them you can go through it here. And these are the basic steps as I said in the first session, like what are all the basic things which are required that will be available here, so that you can refer them. And getting started, like the documentation, like it is refers everything what you can work with the Power BI, how to download, how to install, how to work, everything. All the options are available over here. So you can download that PDF. Whoever is asking a book related to that one, download PDF and you can take a printout. Okay. So all the options are available. How to connect, how to transfer, how to model, how to create a reports, and everything related to Power BI site. Or if you open a Power BI site, So here you have learn option is there. As part of a learn, documentation is there. There you have a documentation for everything. So SSR is like it's not Power BI report server, Power BI desktop, Power BI service, everything you have a documentation is there. You have a guided learning is there. So that is what you are able to see as part of first tab. And here, if you want to read about Power BI desktop, this is what everything, whatever we are seeing. This one. If you want to work with a Power BI report server, go back and Power BI report server. So all the information related to Power BI report server will be available here. Okay. So that one they divide into multiple pieces and they are displaying there. Just a second.
Hey, Srinivas, I
Yes,
have a
yes.
question.
Uh,
How do we come to know that a new update has come into Power BI? Is it a monthly release or they release it?
it's a monthly release. They will not release as part of patches. They will release the monthly releases, and whenever you install a Power BI, here you will get an option. An update is available. Okay.
Okay. And how do we come to know that what all new features? Is there a subscription via email that will show that these are the new features which are added in this
Yes,
release?
subscriptions. Yes, as part of Power BI, we have subscriptions are there. Like you will get a mail, and frankly telling you, yes, you will get a mail, or for every month. So as part of here, it is going to showcase bus new update is available, and whenever you click on it, that will be downloaded. And in the same way, as part of file here, if you click on what's new, whenever you click on here, the latest version of Power BI update it is going to take you. It is saying that December update.
Okay, okay, okay.
So whenever I click on there, it is open me the December update, and you can see you can download this one, and they are showcasing that all these options are new.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Murli, you are asking something? I'm unable to hear you. If you are speaking. Please go ahead.
Yeah, yes, like we have for suppose in a report we have a lot of visuals coming in, and like yesterday I had an issue that like the report was running for 4 minutes.
Okay.
The user was not able to see the report for 4 minutes. So in
Mm.
such cases, we'll be able to change the report from visuals, and just for improving the performance, we'll be able to do anything like that.
Uh,
Because the complete report was totally, the dashboard was totally visuals, and the performance was very slow.
See, performance is very slow means there the framework how you loaded the data, how you are displaying the data, how you are working on that. That is the matter. And without
Yeah.
like can you please elaborate how you are doing a data modeling and how you are doing a report so that we can make a comment on it.
Yeah, basically we are using SQL only directly. So
Hmm.
we're loading the data through SQL only, SQL DB, and just pulling the data from the SQL.
Okay. And you are doing a data
Yeah.
modeling as part of Power BI,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and that is a live
And
connection with
some of the data was pulled from Excel also.
Excel, and you are using a
Yeah.
direct query, or you are using import. You must use import
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You must
Yes,
import,
yes, yes.
right? So as you
Yeah,
are using Excel, you are imported, and you are doing a data modeling there,
yeah,
and you publish it that one. Okay, fine.
yeah.
So then after, what is the issue there?
The issue is the visuals, right? It
Uh-huh.
loads. It takes a lot of time to load. That's the only issue.
It
So
might take a
will
first
we
time. It is going to take a time.
Okay.
It might
Okay.
take a first time. At the time of first time, it will take some time. On the other second time onwards, it will
Okay.
not take much time. And if it is taking some time, means there is an issue with the modeling that we created. Okay, let's assume like when it is going to take much time is
Okay.
it is
Okay.
going to keep on process your visualization without displaying, right? So which means what, like on the
Yeah,
back
yeah,
end,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
your measure is taking a much time. Okay, or whatever the relationship that you created, or whenever you're
Okay.
interacting with the
Okay.
visuals, so at that time the joining is performed and the
Yeah.
value is getting calculated. So you need to take care of that measures,
Yeah.
like with how they are dealing or how the dimension that you are creating, or instead of doing a data modeling or creating relationships at a model level, you need to get that
Yeah.
detailed denormalized table from your source, so that like you
Yeah.
will not, you don't need to perform any like relationships or joins as part of a model. All the data will be available there.
Okay.
Simply you are going to get the data.
Okay.
So it is based on how
Yeah. Yeah.
we model our data. It is going to matter. As you are not using a live connection, so it is only the issue with the measures that we created or the modeling that you are followed. You are getting all the tables and creating a relationship, or you are getting a denormalized table based on that, and how
Okay.
we are dealing with the measures, how you are working on a filters. It is going to impact the performance.
Okay.
But
Okay.
as part of the coming sessions, we will focus on point by point on those things. We can make it, or we'll have a separate discussion on it, and we'll check where we can able to improve that one also,
Okay. Fine.
instead of making a
Fine.
general
Fine.
discussion. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine. So here, what I am referring is the second tab. Whatever you are able to see here is nothing but as part of a Power BI site, we have a documentation for Power BI mobile report server desktop and everything. If you click on it, it will be a direct link to the Power BI desktop documentation link, and you can, if you want something, you can able to read it everything. So that is what it is referring here. Getting started, the Power BI desktop link, all that information will be available here. And the third one is we have training videos. Training videos is nothing but a Power BI YouTube channel is there. So whenever you click on it, it will be redirected to that Power BI YouTube channel. It is opened here, and all the videos related to Power BI available here. Okay, so that is available there. And the support, like about I said what version of Power BI you are using, and the support is nothing but if you have some issue with your Power BI desktop, as Srijit said, like if something is not working as expected, at that time you can contact the support team of Microsoft Power BI with the help of a support link. So you can directly go there and you can raise your ticket. Okay, you can contact them. So you can create a support ticket. So whenever you create a support ticket, that will be redirected to that support team. In our regions, it is a Mindtree company used to handle that support. Power BI product support Mindtree is handling from a long time. That is why if anyone is MSBA background people or Power BI background people, last 1 month of time also huge requirement for a Mindtree for a Power BI. Okay, so over a period of time, last 2 years, the complete support project was took by the Mindtree, and whenever you raise a ticket, that will be go to Mindtree first of all. Then after from there it is going to operate. So if you have any issue, if you want to raise a ticket with Power BI, you have a this option is there support. You can raise a ticket, and at the same place, like if you have any idea, like you came from a Tableau or a ClickView background, you have amazing feature there, but if Power BI is not there, you can submit an idea. Or we have some issues there, like you have some requirement, you don't know how to accomplish that requirement, you can ask a question as part of a community. Okay, so those options are there. That was support visa, and about I explained, and Power BI blog, which refers all the updates, whatever the features that we are getting, that will be published through a Power BI blog. So you can see that the recent update was this one, and whatever the update that they are releasing, you can see from here. Okay, it's a blog which they, the post they used to post here, everything will be available here. So if you want to subscribe, Arpit, if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe from here, so that whatever the post that they made, you will get a notified. Clear?
Yep, thanks.
Yeah. So all the posts related to Power BI will be published here, and if you anyone wanted to subscribe, you can subscribe from here. And that is what the Power BI blog and a community, as I said. So you have some requirement, but you are unable to make it. You are unable to find the help from a Google or something. You can ask a question here as part of a community. You can raise a question, so that Microsoft team people will be there, and other Power BI developers will be there. So they will help you to understand to fix that one. Okay, so you can see a lot of posts related to Power BI. Those are categorized into different categories, and these many posts are there. You can ask a question there, and at the same time, so communities, that one you can ask question, and you can submit an idea. So there is something you are expecting which is not there, so you can submit an idea, so that based on the votes that you get, they will develop that one and they will release as part of a release. So here you can see all the people who given their ideas and the votes that they got. You can see, so based on that they are going to develop. These are all ideas that they submitted and votes that they got. So Microsoft will review it. If those are meaningful and those can be achieved and those are required, they are going to develop that one. That is what submit an idea. And community galleries. Community galleries are nothing but there are like Microsoft is providing some resources to help the developers. As I showcased, the theme gallery. As I said, custom visuals. Like that, we have many other features are there. So if you wanted to access them, you have a community galleries option is there. So you can see the theme gallery and data stories gallery, quick methods gallery, webinars and videos. So all the references will be available here. From here you can access them. Theme gallery, so from here you can access the resources will be available there. That can, like galleries, samples. Let's assume, boss, I wanted to work with a live data, or I want to work with I require a sample data. Whatever you are giving that sales data, that is a shit. If you feel you have a lot of data sources are there, Excel based resources, you can download them, and you have reports are there, you can practice them. So here these are the different reports which Microsoft providing. Whatever you want, you can download it and you can import it and you can practice it. So retail related, supply chain, human resources, IT support and everything, recruitment and everything is there. So you can download that specific report. It's a PBIX file, and you can interact with that. And you have data sources also will be available there, and you can use it. These are the Excel sample files. These are the Excel sample files. You can download them and you can import in Power BI and you can use it. Or if you want to see the reports, you have the reports are developed, are available here. You can directly download the PBX file and you can interact with it. So those are the sample reports and the sample source files if you want. That is what the samples. And Power BI for developers. So for a developers, how to access the APIs and all those things, it is a separate link is there. It is also same Power BI site name. So which is nothing but a Power BI embedded. Okay. So here Power BI embedded is nothing but, as I said in the first class, you can share report with respect to Power BI service. If I feel that I don't have that much budget, I just want to embed my report as part of my current website and I want to share it. At that time, you need to use a concept called embed. That is what the embedded analytics, which we'll see. Okay. So these are the options which are available as part of that help tab. Community, like after this one, community I said, blog I said. So these are all our web references which will help you to use the different resources. Okay, it's not something you need to logically think and you need to develop something. So these are all web links of a Power BI site. They are categorized and they are given as a different hyperlinks. So based on your requirement, you can go there and you can check and take the help of them. That is what a help tab option. Okay, that is what help tab option. I hope all are make sense, and all you like all these options are making sense. And format we already done, data we are already done, modeling we are done except this one, and view already done. And home tab we have two options are there: partner showcase and solution templates. Partner showcase is nothing but like here if you want to see a reports which are already created by someone, if you want to, like let's assume you joined in a new project, there you need to create some set of reports on a new domain. You don't know what are the KPIs there you need to use. What are the KPIs that you need to use? You don't know, and you don't know how to create that Power BI reports or how to design them. You are new to that. You need some guidance. At that time, we have a partner showcase concept is there. There you have many reports which are already prepared, embedded. You can see from there. You can see from there. So these are some solutions which are already prepared, or you can see the solutions from here. What you can do is you can set a solution. What exactly you are looking for? I am looking for finance related reports. Finance related reports. So here, with respect to finance or with respect to marketing, I want to see the reports. How the other people are developed. What are the KPIs that they are using? So there are some reports are there. You can go through that report and you can view the report whatever they created, so that you will get a picture how the Power BI reports visuals will be there, what are the KPIs that they used, everything you can see it. See, there are prepared report like this, and you can interact with that with their report also. You can interact with their report also, and this is what we used to call it as embedding. Okay, so you can interact with their report like that. You can see their sample reports which are developed by someone for the same domain whatever you are working on, so that you will get a clear picture what are the KPIs that you need to use, how they are representing, how they are designing everything. If you want to see, like people used to ask, can I get some sample dashboards, sample reports? We have a lot of things are available here. You don't need to worry at all. Okay, so at the time of interview, no one will ask you regarding the samples. Once you get a job, you need to showcase something by delivering, by developing. At that time, we have thousands of Power BI dashboards are available as part of this partner showcase. You can go through it and then take a good design and you can create a good visualizations. But if you want something, you already have here. Or if anyone asks a project, so you already have. I showcase the samples. There are 8 different domains products are there. You can understand that data. You can understand the KPIs that they are creating. You can tell that you are working on that. But most of the people are from a Tableau, ClickView, SSRS background. Whatever the reports that you are working on, you can tell that I created them on Power BI. Even DBS, they used to create on many trackers and many things. You can tell that we are working on that one. But it is not at all a big deal. How we used to manage the project. Fine. So here, that is what a partner showcase is. As part of a partner showcase for a developer, you can see the list of solutions which where the other people were developed. That will help you to consider what are the KPIs you need to take and how you need to design your reports, especially at the starting stages. And solution templates. Solution templates are nothing but, first of all, understand what is a template. So whatever the report that I am creating, if I save it, that will be saved as PBIX file. That will be saved as PBIX file, and I can use it as part of a later time. Let's consider a scenario. I created a model. I created a model and I created some designs which will be useful for other reports also. whatever the report that I am creating, whatever the data that I loaded or design that I created, that will be useful for other reports also. At that time, if it is other reports also, what you need to do, if you need to create other reports, you need to repeat the same work, right? Instead of doing that, you can save it as a template. You can save it as a template, so that whenever you require the same model, same design and everything, what you can do is you can import that template. So I'm taking a new Power BI report. I will close it in next 5 to 10 minutes of time. If anyone rushing for office, you can drop. Let it load. Okay, fine. So here a fresh report is open. I require the same model, whatever I developed there. At the time, what you can do is you have an option. You have an option called file import. It is responding slow. File that import Power BI template. Whenever you click on a Power BI template, it will ask you to browse the template, whatever you want to use. So here you are able to see that security template that we created. You can open it, so that as part of that template, whatever the model that you constructed, or whatever the reports that you created, or whatever the everything, whatever you developed there, everything will come here. So you no need to redevelop things. That is what the use of a template, Power BI template. So whatever I developed, if I feel that my team or myself is required in as part of other reports, I can save it as a template. Okay. Now we have a concept called solution template. Solution template is nothing but if I create some report or if I create something, if that is going to helpful for all the people across the globe, then we can save it and share it as a solution template. Okay. Why should I share for all the people? Okay. So but Microsoft is providing, Microsoft is providing, Microsoft is developing some solutions and those are providing as a template. They are not giving as a code, they are creating, they are giving as a service, embedded service as a solution template. Let it load, we'll see that one. So here whatever the report that we created previously, the same was loaded here. You can see it's a fresh new report. All the pages, all the model and visualizations were came. Now solution templates, if you click on it, it is going to showcase whatever the Microsoft released solutions. If you want those things, those solutions, you can you can configure your information to that solution. Microsoft is going to give a embedded report, you can use it. Okay, that is not going to share the model, that is going to provide a solution with you. It is loading, let it load. And okay, fine. So let it load. Those are the options available as part of all the tabs which are available in a Power BI. And if you see in a data tab, I said data tab is nothing but, data view is nothing but it is going to showcase the raw data associated with the tables that you loaded. It's slow to get. So anyways, we'll see the data view and relationship view in the next session. Okay, I'm stopping here. If you people have any questions, please let me know. When it is not working, even if we spend 20 minutes of time, say, if you have any questions, please let me know. Anyone has any questions so far whatever we discussed? Murli, are you speaking?
Yeah, I'm speaking. You are not able to hear me?
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear very low.
Very low?
I now it is fine. Go ahead.
No, previously sometimes I am trying to ask you some questions, but I am not able to get.
At the time we are unable to hear you. Now go ahead with all your questions.
No, just like while you are telling right, latest version you can see. So after seeing the new version, we need to, if I want to reinstall the latest version, whether I need to uninstall the existing one or
Not required. Like if you just go ahead with the new version, automatically Power BI will take care of that old version thing.
no, how we can upgrade that without uninstalling?
That like you need to install the latest version whenever you are. See, 1 second. So the people who are joined from my institute, please stay online, and remaining people all can drop if you don't have any questions. Okay, fine. So yes, like whenever you are installing a new version, the Power BI new version will take care of the old version and is going to archive the things. It is going to take the backup and it is going to update the existing installation with a new features. That's it. Yeah. Anyone has any other questions? If you don't have any questions, you can drop. Have a good day all, and we'll share this video, and I will check about yesterday's video, and I'll confirm you people. See, if I have not shared the drive, I will share the drive now. Okay, so don't worry.